Hello, and welcome to Alexa Does Romance, where I tell you about a romance book I read. And then maybe you're like, I want to read that book. And then I feel like I have contributed to society. Yep. So the book I'd like to tell you about today is Misadventures with a Professor by Sierra Simone. The Misadventures series has a ton of books in it, and they're all written or co-written by a bunch of amazing authors, so there's a lot of variety in there, and this is the one I picked to tell you about. So basically it's about Zandy and Oliver. And Zandy is from America, and she's going to start grad school in the fall. And she's like, what am I going to do for the summer? And her dad's like, you know what? I have a professor friend in England who needs help organizing his research and some menial work. Why don't you go spend the summer with him and then come back and go to grad school? And she's like, well, that sounds great. So she heads over to England, and she is on a mission. And that mission, should she choose to accept it, which she does, is to lose her virginity. Good for her. So she strategically plans, before she actually goes out to the countryside to meet the old professor, she decides to stay in London for a night, and she's like scoped out a bar, and she's like, it's on. On her way to the bar, it starts pouring rain. She's not prepared. She ends up running into this very attractive man. And he's like, what are you doing? Let me help you. Why are you soaking wet? What's going on here? They start chit-chatting, and eventually she admits, I'm trying to get my freak on. And he's like, what? You can't just meet strangers? That's crazy. I'll help you. So this guy, it turns out they're both staying at the same hotel, takes her back to the hotel and is like, let's do this thing. This book is full of just kinky goodness. Just, oh, yeah. Rooga, hubba, hubba. Oh, I need help. But they end up going back to the hotel. She accomplishes her mission, sneaks on out. He doesn't even know she left. So the next day heads out to the country, is like, I did it. She gets there, the professor is at home, so she ends up kind of organizing stuff, meeting his cat, just getting the lay of the land here. He's super messy. She's like, okay, we got to help him organize and figure out his research for his project he's working on and stuff. So while she's there, she's kind of dilly-dallying around doing stuff. And then, who should appear? Who should appear? But the stranger she met in London. Turns out the old professor that she thought she was going to stay with, not that old, and very handsome. So now she is stuck for the summer with this man. And can they keep their hands off each other? Can they work together? Well, oh boy. They don't keep their hands off each other. It's amazing. It's amazing. So there is a lot of student professor role playing and some just real fun stuff in there. I don't want to give too much away because obviously characters go on a journey and stuff happens and but I really enjoyed this book. It was just super fun. It was super hot. It was just such a joy to sit down and read. So if you like a fun, sexy read, and some just real nice role-playing and shenanigans, I do highly recommend this book. It's also a romance story, so there's a lot of love in there too, but it's overshadowed by the that happens. So anyway, that's me telling you about this book. I hope you enjoy.